It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. Here's a return from the 7. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
They've got first down here from the 36. Throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they face second down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Pass play coming here. He's going deep. That one's intercepted. Zay Frazier has it. And the Packers have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Here we go. Hut.
Blown back, it's the handoff. They take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. He gained 15 there, and it'll give the Packers the first.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
From the red zone now. Finds his fullback. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready. Hut.
Now give left side. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Set.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. They check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Ready, 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 ready.
Going left side, Williams with it. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
To the air with Love. In trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And this one, not surprisingly, brought the loss of yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face second and long.
Set, set.
Play fake, it's Love. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back sacks have these guys suddenly staring at third and goal.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on third down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. From the left hash, 34 yards away.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. For that first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And they make the tackle at the 38. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Sent to the ground by Mason Smith.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They send a man in motion. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay,
Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
ready.
From the pistol, here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Set Black Ultra. Black 40. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. He puts some juice on a deep throw. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets this down near the 30.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down throw, here's Love. As his target, that's Savion Williams. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Down. Ready?
Once more, it's Love. Brought in. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Here we go. 50, green. Yellow, zoom.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 60 red, 60 red. Hey, blue.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers get some late points and the lead. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on the fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Set, ready.
Now Love on the play fake. That one connects. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Set, cut.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Right.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5.
Here we go, set. Blue, 10 black. Red, yellow. Set.
New quarterback run here. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last play stopped short. Still 3 yards to gain. Third and goal.
Come on, set. Red, 38, ready.
They're headed up the middle. And he's going to be stopped. Third and goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on fourth and goal? Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. It's just 21 yards down the pipe.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And he gains 11 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
They're throwing it. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here we go. 19 targets, Warriors, 17. 19 tackles.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Forced out to his right. Looking right, airs it out. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Packers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Takes the handoff now low. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Set, ready, set, cut.
Back to the air. Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Packers send out their punting unit. Austin McNamara will kick this away. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Collects this at the 35. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
At their own 41-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He's loaded another one up. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
wasn't the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Come on, set, hut, hut.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half.
I just want to rap. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Ready. 60 red. Blaster, 6. Red, cycle. Set.
Throwing here just before halftime. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Hand off to the back. And he'll be met near the lines and limit the gain to a yard. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 6. Mega. Ready.
Love now. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Working quickly here.
Now 3rd and 5.
Striker. 3-3. Ready.
Sending him on the dive. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Here we go. Set. Black 40. Clock 10.
Play action. Love. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Okay, ready?
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Love now. Off the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Down. Hut, hut.
They'll throw 3rd and long. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
It's fielded at the 14. And it gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Go! 70 Lions!
Throwing from the gun here. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's got a man left. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Now looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Oh, that's a bummer right there, Kate. Nothing early open on that down. And I'd much rather see him try to go forward, keep 4th down and play. Taking that big a loss really rules out that kind of decision.
Further up past their own 30. First down now, ball at the 33. Right up the gut. Across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you stepped off the gas. You could feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Ryan Branch getting there for the tackle.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Blue check. Set hut.
Running left is Robinson. And he's able to take this one down at the 25. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Offense is set. First and 10.
Blue striker. Let's go now.
Shotgun now for Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Got it.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Back-to-back carries here. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal.
Ready, ready. Black 40. Hut.
They give it to him again. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Ready.
Love now on third and goal. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left half.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. Puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. It out to start this drive. Catch made left side by Laporta. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those types of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
To throw now. Chased out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Air it out on third. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Sticking to the air here. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Throwing it again here. This one to Williams out left side. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They are throwing it again. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He's going to throw it again. Into traffic, complete! And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it along the sideline. And this one's only gonna pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Second down now, they need 7.
Here we go, track 60, cowboy 80. Let's go.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. To throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Here he is to throw. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Second and goal, they're going to throw. He brings it in. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Throwing now. Complete left side. It's just long. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
This one is up and good. And the Lions cut the lead down to just 2. Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And this is recovered by the Packers hands team. They're going to win this game. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Let's go now.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down.
Set, huh?
Line up the design keeper. So this is a Packers win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.